Three most shocking sexual practices in Seychelles, Africa. Seychelles is an archipelago of 115 islands, located off the eastern coast of Africa northeast of Madagascar. It is a sovereign republic with a population of around 98,000 people. Seychelles is known for its stunning natural beauty, including beautiful beaches with crystal clear waters and coral reefs, unique wildlife such as giant tortoises and sea turtles, lush tropical forests, and granite mountains. Seychelles has a diverse culture. Influenced by African, European, Asian traditions, the official languages are Creole, French, and English. The largest and capital city is Victoria. Some popular activities in Seychelles include snorkeling and diving to explore the coral reefs, and marine life, hiking and trekking in the Morne Seychellois National Park, visiting the Vallée des Mai Nature Reserve, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, enjoying water sports such as sailing, kayaking, and fishing. Seychelles is also known for its luxury resorts and hotels offering high-end amenities and services, vibrant local markets selling handicrafts, fresh seafood, and tropical fruits, delicious Creole cuisine, which combines African, European, and Asian flavors. Seychelles, an island nation off the eastern coast of Africa, has a diverse culture influenced by African, European, and Asian traditions. Sexual practices in Seychelles are shaped by this cultural diversity, as well as by the country's history, religion, and socioeconomic factors. Here are three most shocking sexual practices in Seychelles. 1. Legality of same-sex relationships. LGBTQ is an acronym that stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer. While questioning, it's an umbrella term that refers to people who identify as sexualities, romantic orientations, or gender identities that are not heterosexual, heteroromantic, cisgender, or endosex. In June 2016, same-sex sexual activity became legal in Seychelles, being signed into law swiftly with no apparent resistance. However, same-sex marriage and same-sex civil unions are not currently legally recognized by the Seychelles authorities. Seychelles is also one of the few to have passed laws that actively protect lesbian, gay, and bisexual employees from discrimination in the workplace on the basis of their sexual orientation. Seychelles repealed its colonial-era law that criminalized same-sex relationships, making it one of the few African countries to do so. Seychelles has laws that prohibit discrimination based on sexual orientation. There is a growing acceptance of LGBTQ individuals in Seychelles, particularly among younger generations. The lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer community in Seychelles is becoming more visible, with some individuals openly expressing their sexual orientation and sexual identity. There are a few lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer organizations that advocate for their rights without any interference from anybody. 2. Premarital sex. Premarital sex in Seychelles is a complex and sensitive topic. Historically, Seychelles has had conservative values regarding sex and relationships, influenced by its Catholic heritage. In recent years, attitudes towards premarital sex have become more liberal, especially among younger generations. There may be differences in attitudes towards premarital sex between urban and rural areas, with urban areas tend to be more liberal. Teenager as young as 15 years engage in premarital sex freely. Studies suggest that premarital sex is becoming more common in Seychelles, particularly among young people. The average age of first sexual intercourse in Seychelles is around 15 years old, due to high rate of premarital sex among teenagers. Seychelles has a relatively high teenage pregnancy, with many young women becoming pregnant before the age of 203. Sexual violence. Sexual violence is any harmful or unwanted sexual act or attempt to obtain a sexual act through violence or coercion, or an act directed against a person's sexuality without their consent by any individual, regardless of their relationship to the victim. This includes forced engagement in sexual acts attempted or completed, and may be physical, psychological, or verbal. Sexual violence is a serious concern in Seychelles, affecting individuals, families, and communities. The types of sexual violence in Seychelles include rape, which is a forced sexual intercourse including penetration with any body part or object, indecent assault, and unwanted touching, fondling, or other forms of non-consensual physical contact. Sexual harassment, including unwelcome comments, gestures, or advances that create a hostile or intimidating environment. Domestic violence, emotional, physical, or sexual abuse within intimate relationships. Many cases of sexual violence go unreported due to fear, shame, or lack of trust in the justice system. According to the Seychelles police force, there were 141 reported cases of rape and 211 reported cases of indecent assault in 2020. Women and children are disproportionately affected by sexual violence in Seychelles. Most perpetrators of sexual violence in Seychelles are men, and many are known to the victim. Women and children are more likely to be victims of sexual violence, but men can also be affected. Perpetrators often use power, control, or coercion to commit sexual violence. Sexual violence can result in physical injuries, including genital trauma, sexually transmitted infections, and unwanted pregnancies. Victims may experience anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. In conclusion, Seychelles, like many other countries, has a diverse range of sexual practices peculiar to them. Therefore, it is important to approach this topic with respect and sensitivity. Thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more.